back to Bobby real quick. I was very moved when Bethenny showed up at the funeral.
Me too.
And look, I knew you guys had, there was a lot
of history.
Water under the bridge, but and a lot of history. But I loved that she showed up. I mean, for Bobby, but also for you. What is the nature of the relationship now?
It's definitely better than it's ever been since that whole thing happened.
Yes.
But she doesn't have time for me. And I'm sad about that. But I understand it. And I really do. And I really tried to see if I could, and not because I want to be back on the show. And you see, the thing with Bethenny is I don't want her to think.
But you would be back on the show you should.
Whether I'm friends with her or not, it shouldn't matter. Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is that whether I'm on the show or not, because I always have mixed feelings. I don't want to go back full time anyway. I'd like to be a friend.
What about when they fired Tinsley and Barbara? Would you go back?
I don't want to be.
I can't imagine them being another
fate,
season.
I don't think their fate has anything to do with my fate.
But they're going to have a vacancy, is what I'm saying. There's going to be 2 vacancies.
No, because they could just have what they have. They could listen. They've had shows where they have 4 people. Sometimes they'll have 9. This is the thing. What I bring now is a very different Jill, and I think that the fans want to see that.
Okay,
and
so
that's
what's
what they
the different
tell me.
Jill?
That's what's so annoying, and it's not annoying. I love hearing it. But every single day since I left the show, I get tweets, Facebook,
of course, you have
comments. You read them. Come back. When you're coming back? And I feel like an obligation to satisfy that. To
well, okay, so how are you different? What have you learned?
God, Jeff, I'm not the same. I'm calmer.
Okay.
I try to think first. And I try to not take things so personally. And there were definitely roads that I took the wrong way throughout the whole thing where you could go left or right. Like, I know that maybe I should have shown up at her apartment when this whole thing went down and just said, what are we fighting about? Let's just make up.
Yeah.
And I just let it fester.
Well, that was ego, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
And I don't have the ego I had.
So you've grown from that.
I have. And I think Bethenny's very different because, and it's not money. Life has treated her in a strange way. Very, very. It's given her a lot of rewards, but it's also punished her. Mm-hmm. It's rewarded her financially.
In the form of Jason Hoppy. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, that's like the worst divorce ever.
I would have never expected it to go on so long and so horrible. And the only victim there is the daughter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. My sister and I talk about it. Yeah, but anyway, so Bethenny looks very happy. She's got a guy in Boston.
Yes.
She got her own place, which is good. Yeah, so she doesn't have time for me. I like to think that we could go back to where we were, but you can't.
But you're